Hey everyone, it's your boy Cuzzohh. I wanted to run by what I think of Season 16 as a whole. And before I get started, I'd like to say that once I can get 1,000 subs, the sooner I can start doing giveaways on the channel. So if you don't mind, hit the sub button, drop a like. You don't have to, no big deal. I do this for fun regardless. So Season 16 was, I think, a huge step for the Apex franchise as a whole, with the rework of the class system, huge changes to legends overall in the game, and just generally how the games play out and how the game is played with the new class perks. And still, as an ever-changing game, I'd like to point out a few things that I think could further add to the progress the devs have just made. So number one, I wanted to talk about the skirmisher class perks, and I just think that is the most underwhelming, just the most underwhelming perks, especially when compared to like the other class perks. Like Assault gets more ammo, and the bins actually are really good with the attachments they provide for your team and yourself, obviously. And with legends like Fuse, being able to hold more ammo and gaining kind of that extra grenade slot, extra 2 grenades, essentially. I think the Assault is in a good place. Maybe it could be buffed a little more. I'm not sure. I know for sure the support class being able to craft banners and their bins, that is a very good perk. I know this is the controllers being able to scan beacons, or the ring consoles, I'm sorry, and the recons being able to get the map room scan UAV of where everybody is on the map. Those are 2 very good as well. The skirmisher, on the other hand, like I said, is very underwhelming, and maybe the devs did that because most of the movement legends and powerful legends are in that category. But again, I really think that it's underwhelming, and so in my opinion, maybe they should allow all skirmishers to get the cooldown for the cooldown reductions. So Pathfinder, as a skirmisher, if he looks at a care package, he gets a cooldown on his ultimate, and I guess that's the dev's way of giving Pathfinder a passive, right? But I guess if they were to allow the cooldowns to happen for all of the skirmishers, that might be inconvenient for the devs, because then it would again make Pathfinder not have a passive. So I don't know. These are just a few points I'd like to make. Moving on to the MixTape playlist. I enjoy that it's in the game now. I truly do. But here's my thing. I personally did enjoy arenas. I know that a lot of people did not, and it's not something that I played even personally, like all the time, right? But I did on occasion have a good time, and some very, might I add, intense matches as a 3v3 game mode. So I am actually very kind of disturbed that it was just completely removed. And so my suggestion is that they add arenas into the MixTape playlist. You know, they can leave ranked arenas out of the picture, but still keep that 3v3 game, because now they're in the game, there is no way to have a 3v3 unless, you know, you're in BR and you come across one other team, right? I mean, that's essentially the only way now. And I really think they should have left because I thought it was a decent mode. I mean, sure, maybe some legends were better and some legends were worse in arenas and in BR and vice versa. But I think that they should add that game mode back to the MixTape playlist. And with that being said, I'm going to make this a quick video. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I will see you next week. Cuzzohh out.